East Media has a wide variety of options, whether it's working in the radio booth, newsroom, field, control room, or studio. There is always something new to learn. One of the jobs of East Media is to broadcast daily radio announcements live every morning from the East Media studios. We deliver news of the school so students know what's going on around East. We add music, news, sports, and comedy to our broadcast. Our team also live streams announcements to our very own website. The newsroom is where we work on all of our very own projects. We have to cut music, sound bites, and even stories. This is where it all happens. One software we use is Adobe Premiere Pro. Premiere is what we use to edit and make our very own stories. We cut B-roll, interviews, and we make graphics. Another audio software our team uses is Adobe Audition. This is what we use for cutting music, our radio announcements, and even record podcasts. This is used for everyone to focus on listening instead of watching. Stories are the centerpiece of this class. If we don't have a story, then there's no newscast. Everyone has to do a story. This is East Media, where our number one job is to tell a story. The camera is a big part of your story. It is how you get your interviews and your B-roll shots. It is what makes the story you get published. When shooting an interview, it takes a lot of hard work. When it comes up from setting up shots, making sure the lighting is correct, to figuring out questions to ask, then finding a reasonable spot to shoot the interview. B-roll footage can take your videos from amateur to professional with just a couple shots. By working in the newsroom, we are able to produce a show in the control room. In order to accomplish this, the whole class needs to be involved. The director is a person who makes the show run smoothly. Although they need help from all the other jobs, they are the ones who calls the show. The switcher is responsible for switching between shots and correcting the director if he makes a mistake. They use keys in order to put up fonts and change what shows on the green screen. The audio person makes sure the levels of our anchors are set up right. Also, he sets levels for our stories that are put up throughout the show. It is important that they are not too loud or too quiet. As a team, we work on making fonts and bugs for our stories and show. There are so many ways to create these graphics, and the ideas can be endless. In this studio, there are three main things. First, the green screen is what we chroma key for the weather and any other digital background. Second, an anchor is a person who brings you all the news for the day. For example, they will bring you news, sports, weather, and stories around you. Lastly, in the studio, we have 4 cameras, 3 studio cameras, and then 1 GoPro showing the whole studio. The GoPro is what we use at the end of our shows. The director will call for a transition to camera 4 so everyone can see the studio as an outro. If this looks fun or interesting to you, make sure to sign up for this class, East Media, where our number one job is to tell the story.
Join East Media!
Yay!
That was pretty good.